That wishes to speak this evening, I'd ask that you come up to the front here to the microphone, state your name and I'd like you an address and sign in for the record. Speakers will be limited to 2 minutes to deliver their comments, and Mr. Voss is going to keep track of that tonight. So at 1:45 he will raise his hand, and I'd ask that you wind up your comments at that time. Those speaking are asked to conduct themselves in a respectful manner as they deliver their comments. Audience members are asked to refrain from reacting to comments, and the City Council will not respond directly to comments in this venue or take immediate action in response to them. So the floor is open to anyone who wishes to speak. Now is your opportunity to come on up. Good evening.
Evening. Melissa Zimmerman, 2525 Stony Creek Drive. I stand before you tonight with a heavy heart, reflecting on recent tragedies that have struck the community again. In the last few weeks, another child was hit by a vehicle, a cherished businesswoman died in a car accident, and a fatal motorcycle crash claimed another life. Tragedies on our roads affect all of us. Lives lost, families shattered, dreams cut short, all due to preventable accidents on our roads. Safety must be our top priority with all roads. We cannot continue to prioritize convenience and speed over human lives. It is imperative that we commit to measures that will safeguard the lives of all who travel on and alongside our roads today and in the future. I urge you to consider the following actions. First and foremost, we must prioritize safety over speed. Convenience is important, but it should never come at the expense of human lives. Lower speeds and stricter enforcement of traffic laws, particularly in high-risk and heavily traveled areas, will serve as a deterrent and send a clear message that safety violations will not be tolerated. Secondly, we must invest in improvements in our existing infrastructure. Better signage, improved lighting, and enhanced pedestrian crossings are essential for increasing visibility and reducing the risk of accidents. While roads are designated to meet safety standards, it's crucial to ensure the safety of everyone near them as well. Thirdly, we must engage our community in dialogue and education initiatives in multiple languages. Road safety is a shared responsibility, and it's important to empower individuals with the knowledge and awareness they need to make safe choices on our roads, especially regarding distracted driving and yielding to pedestrians and cyclists. Finally, by collaborating with various entities, as a unified voice, we can develop a comprehensive plan and safety strategies to tackle the distinct challenges confronting our community, such as facilitating and promoting safe alternative forms of transportation, thereby reducing the number of vehicles on the road. Now is the time for action. Let's not wait for another tragedy to strike before taking significant steps to protect our community. I urge you to work with the county to prioritize safety. Please remain steadfast in your commitment to constructing safe roadways both for now and the future.
Thank you, Ms. Zimmerman. Mr. Jones?
I wasn't going to say anything tonight, but since you asked so nice. A whole lot drier than the last time. Gary Jones, 995 Ridge Road. And my talk tonight is on apartments. I looked at all of the apartments in the city of Owatonna, omitted assisted living, people renting a house or any townhouses. I wanted to get my hands on the number of people renting an apartment. This won't be a surprise to you, but it was to me. I took all of the apartments across town, added up all the units, and I came up with 1,129 units, which is probably under the actual total. I took this, multiplied it by 3 to get an idea of the number of the people in those units. Some have 1 or 2, some have a lot more. And I came up with just under 3,400 people in these brand new apartments and some of the existing apartments we had before, with no yard whatsoever. They might have a place to potty their dog, maybe a deck for a grill, but that group makes up 13% of the Owatonna population, if my guess is right. And if they want to enjoy themselves outdoors, throw a frisbee or walk their dog, they go to a park. We have many beautiful parks, but I think they've struggled to keep up with the growth of the apartment population. The majority of these apartments weren't there 10 years ago. And this contingent of the population requires more facility space than they did 10 years ago. And the archery hunt also started 10 years ago. This is not really the time to take a step backwards, as we do for 2 months every fall with the archery hunt. I think we need to change the mindset that when softball and horseshoes end in the fall, everything slows down or stops. The parks do not slow down. The people are still there, including the ones in apartments that depend on these parks for their outdoor life. And it is dangerous because hunters and park goers are usually there at the same time. I would guess that many of the disc golfers may be apartment dwellers as well. The orange archery signs are not welcome mats. They are a warning, which means something is not safe, or they wouldn't be there. At a time, we should be expanding the park footprint, which we are, for these 3,400 residents that have no place else to go. We are compromising their safety for 2 months and taking access away. A deer plan has 3 main components. It is a triangle: a count of the deer collisions, and defoliation complaints. You need all 3 to judge whether or not we even need to do this. If we do, then find the most remote spots close to those parks, close those parks, and hunt there for a few weekends, not for 8 weeks, and never in a developed park like Mineral Springs with playgrounds and disc golfers. It's too dangerous. Please continue to discuss this. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak this evening? Not, then we'll move on to council comments. And first up tonight is Dan.
Nothing to add.
Okay, Brent,
Nothing this evening.
Doug.
Well, I guess I'll have to talk for everybody.
All right, you're
All
up.
right. Well, you know, when I see Mr. Green's name on the list coming tonight, it makes me a little nervous because I know we're borrowing more money. But I wanted to thank Chris. I called her today, and I like to keep close track of the debt stuff, and we're doing very well. A lot of the bonds go away when new ones come on, and it's all tracked very, very well, and it's her and Rhonda are doing a great job, so I appreciate your effort today, Chris, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Doug. Dave.
Nothing more to add.
Mayor.
Tonight, we filled a position on the Airport Commission. I still have an open position on the EDA and one on the West Hills Commission, and I have one on the Utility Commission that's coming up. But the Utility Commission is Ward 3 specific, so you have to live in Ward 3 in order to apply for that one. So it's EDA, Utilities, and West Hills. And I've been asked, like you have, what my status is, and so tonight I'll just say that I am not running for another term as mayor for the city of Owatonna. So that position will be open come this fall.
All right, thank you, Mayor. You've had a good run. You had a good run.
Great run.
Thank you.
All right, Chris.
Well, the only thing I had is just to remind council and staff that we are having a Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities regional meeting on Thursday, June 20th at the Eagles. Starts at 5 o'clock. Dinner will be served and it lasts till 6:30. Just encourage you all to come if you can.
All right, thank you. And I guess it's not raining, so that's a good thing. I thought it'd be raining by now, so let's get out of here. Let's go home. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Dan. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Doug. I'm sure there's no discussion, so all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're done. Thank you, everyone.